Good morning, dear friends. Welcome to Gurdeva online classes. Dear friend, as you know, in previous class we have discussed here two methods of separation. First one, hand picking and pressing. In today's class, I am going to take next method of separation. That is the first one, winnowing. The method used to separate chaff from the grain by wind or blowing the air is called winnowing. Dear friend, you observe this picture. Okay, this picture shows to us winnowing process. The mixture of chaff and grain is taken in a winnowing basket. The farmer standing higher level. Okay, and lets the mixture falls to the ground. The grain being heavier particles falls almost vertical position, whereas the lighter chaff is carried away by the wind and forms a separate heap away from the grains. This process we will call winnowing process. The separated chaff is used as a fodder for cattle and other animals also. The direction of the wind plays an important role in this winnowing process. Okay, dear friend, you observe this video. This video showing to us winnowing process. Okay.
Dear friend, this is winnowing process. Heavier particles falls down in a vertical position and lighter particles are away from the grains. Okay, this process we will call winnowing process. Okay. This process will using farmer to separate grains from the stalk. Okay, this is the winnowing process.
Dear friend, you have seen here winnowing process. Next I am going to take next method of separation, that is the sieving. In the sieving process, the smaller component passes through the pores of the sieve. The larger particles, stones or pebbles or horse is left behind in it. Okay, this process we will call sieving process. Dear friend, let us see this video.
Mesh sieve and a tray. Take a mesh and put the mixture in it. Sieve it properly. A sieve is used to separate two substances that differ in size. The pore size of the sieve should be smaller than the size of the bigger particle but larger than the size of the smaller particle. Since flour particles are smaller than holes in the sieve, it falls to the tray, leaving mustard seed and Bengal gram in it. To separate Bengal grams, we can just handpick it from the mixture as the grain size is big enough. So we just saw how we can use sieving and handpicking to separate objects from each other. Sieving is a technique in which two or more solid components are separated on the basis of differences in their sizes.
Pero lo echamos con agua así, ¿no? Para que
This video showing to us sieving process. Dear student, you have seen in this video sieving process. This method we are using in home also to separate wheat brands, bigger particles or stone from the floor. Okay, this method we will call sieving method. The process of sieving is also used to separate pebbles and stones from the sand at construction sites. Okay, these stones and pebbles present in the mixture remains in the sieve and the fine sand particles passes through the holes of the sieve. Okay, this process we will call sieving process. Dear student, next point I am taking here the sedimentation and decantation. Dear student, this process we will use in our home also. Have you seen pulses and rices being washed in our home? When pulses and rices are kept in a bowl of water, they settle down. They are heavy. However, insect and tiny particles and some unwanted materials float on the top of the water. Okay, the water which contains these all particles then removing out. This process involves two methods, that is the sedimentation and the process of separating insoluble solids suspended in a liquid by allowing them to its settle down is called sedimentation. Okay, the solid particles that settle down during the sedimentation are called sediment. The process of removing out the clear upper part of the liquid without disturbing these, the sediment is called decantation. A mixture of sand and water can also be separated by sedimentation and decantation process. Here students, let us see this picture. See here upper part is called supernatant and lower part of this beaker we will call sediment. See, dear student, you observe this picture. Okay, dear student, this is one of the method of separation. Okay, next I am taking here next method of separation, that is the filtration. This method also we will use it to separate substances. The process by which two substances can insoluble solid and liquid are separated by passing the mixture through a filtering devices. That process we will call filtration process. Filtration is commonly used in our home also. For example, after preparing tea, we filter out tea leaves by using a strainer. This is one of the example for filtration. Next one, filtration is also done to remove pulp from the fresh fruit juices. Okay, this is also filtration process. Water may also contain solid particles which can be removed by the filtration process. During the filtration, the insoluble solid is retained in the insoluble solid are bigger than the holes in the filtering devices. For them to be retained in it, a filter paper is a filtering device that has very fine pores. Yes, friend, you watch this video.
Need a mixture of wheat flour and water, conical flask, funnel, and a filter paper. Fold the filter paper in the form of a cone and fix it on the funnel. Pour the mixture of wheat flour and water on the filter paper. Wait and observe. Look. Clear water passes through the filter paper and gets collected in the conical flask. The wheat flour particles cannot pass through the filter paper and remain on the filter. This is because the pores of the filter paper are smaller than the particles of wheat flour. Filtration is a process by which insoluble solids can be removed from a liquid by using a filter paper or membrane. In the filtration process, liquid that filters through is the filtrate. Undissolved solid particles are residue.
Dear student, you have seen here video. This process we will call filtration process. This is one of the method of separation. Dear student, next I am taking here next method of separation, that is the evaporation. Next I am taking here evaporation process. The process in which a liquid changes into gases, that process we will call evaporation process. Okay, in this method, the mixture is heated, the liquid part of the mixture evaporates and leaving the solid particle behind. Okay, this process we will call evaporation process. For example, a mixture of common salt and water can be separated by evaporation process. Okay, a mixture of common salt and water can be separated by evaporation process. In fact, evaporating seawater is one of the oldest ways of obtaining a salt. Okay, let us see these some pictures. Okay, how we can obtain a salt from the seawater. Using evaporation method, we are separating salt from the seawater. This is one of the method of separation. Dear student, next I am taking here next method of separation, that is the condensation. Dear student, this is one of the method of separation. In this process, in which gas changes into liquid form, is called condensation. Okay, dear student, condensation is the opposite of evaporation. In nature, water vapor in the air condenses to form its liquid form. Okay, this is we will call condensation process. This is also one of the method of separation. Okay, dear friend, in this class we have discussed here some method of separation. Okay, in tomorrow class discussing the remaining point in